All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from today, March 6th through Sunday, March 12th. I'm meteorologist Jimmy Danko, and let's first take a look at the upcoming weather pattern for Central North Carolina for the next week. So today, high pressure will be shifting offshore, bringing mostly sunny skies, dry weather, no real weather concerns to speak of at all today, with highs very warm in the 70s. Tomorrow, there's a backdoor cold front that will be moving through sometime in the morning or afternoon, but its passage will be dry. It will result in some gusty northwest winds and lowering dew points, and that could create some fire weather concerns. And then as we look into late week, a low pressure system will track well to our west up into the Great Lakes region, and that will bring us a good chance of rain on Friday, and as well as a very chilly day as high pressure noses down from south central Canada here. We're going to be locked in very cool at the surface with rainy conditions during the day. It could start as early as Thursday night and last into Friday night, but the best chance will be during the day on Friday, it looks like. And then we dry out for Saturday before another low pressure system potentially brings us some additional rain on Sunday, Monday, sometime in that time frame. But the models have been pretty inconsistent that far out in time, so confidence is fairly low, and temperatures will be cooler than normal, really from starting Wednesday all the way into early next week. We're not looking at any like extreme colds, but high temperatures will be slightly below normal, it looks like, through that whole period. Friday will be the chilliest day with all that rain and cloud cover that we're expecting. And lows, so low temperatures generally down into the 30s to lower 40s, highs in the 50s to lower 60s most days. Looking at rainfall amount forecasts for the next 5 days, today through Wednesday, we're expecting no rain at all, and then we start to get rain chances coming in possibly as early as Thursday night. And then the best chance of rain comes during the day on Friday. And we're expecting a rainfall average amounts of about 1/4 to 1/2 inch across the whole region. Those amounts are not enough to really pose any risk for flash flooding, even on Friday, but also looking at today through Wednesday, we're not expecting any concerns with that either. We're not expecting any rain at all. Looking at severe storm potential for the next week, we're not really concerned about that either anywhere in our area. The rain on Friday just looks like really stratiform rain. I'm not worried about any storms, let alone severe storms. We're going to be far too stable. And now looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook beyond the next week, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center. So this gives a general overview of what we are thinking is going to happen during that time frame, and we're expecting most likely continued below normal temperatures. You can see there's a 50 to 60% chance across our whole area of cooler than normal weather, and normal temperatures for that time frame in Raleigh are in the low to mid 60s, generally 62 to 64 are the average highs for Raleigh, and low temperatures right around 40 is the average. So that means that cooler than normal conditions could certainly mean some frost and freeze potential. So that will definitely be something to watch out for, especially with all the plants and vegetation that have come out so early with the very warm February that we had. And looking at the rainfall that we're expecting, generally above increased chances of above normal rainfall, although confidence is not as high in that. All right, so the overall weather summary, again, for the next week, we're today high pressure, bringing mostly sunny skies and warm temperatures with southerly flow, highs in the 70s. And then a cold front comes through tomorrow, and its passage will be dry. The main, really the only hazard that we are potentially seeing with that is the gusty winds and dry conditions that may result in some fire weather concerns tomorrow. And then a low pressure system will track to our west, bringing a good chance of rain on Friday. That's when it looks like chances will be highest. And then another low, possibly some additional rain Sunday, Monday. Fairly low confidence that far out, and cooler than normal temperatures from Wednesday into early next week. And so with low temperatures in the 30s, particularly across the north and in the usual cooler spots, that may result in some frost freeze potential really every night through the period except for tonight, as well as Friday night. Those nights look warmer. So be sure to protect any sensitive vegetation that's already come out on those nights. All right, sure.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. It's Nick Petro here, standing alongside Jimmy. Nice job on that briefing, Jimmy. I hope y'all enjoyed that weather briefing. The reason I'm jumping in right quick is I wanted to mention and remind everybody that this week is Severe Weather Preparedness Week for North Carolina. So don't forget that. Help us out. Help us spread the word about severe weather preparedness. If you go to weather.gov/Raleigh, there is a tremendous amount of information right at the top of the web page on Severe Weather Preparedness Week. Help us, get the word out about how to stay safe during severe weather, because March marks the beginning of the severe weather season. And although we have beautiful weather today and a lot of this week, it doesn't mean that later in the season things might not turn a little bit challenging with potential for severe storms. That could happen anytime in the severe weather season. So just one other reminder, this Wednesday at 9:30 will be the statewide tornado drill. So everybody's encouraged to participate in that. Schools, businesses, government agencies, civic groups, even just folks at home. Take a moment to think about where you would go to seek shelter if a tornado warning was issued for your area. And again, you could read all about that, all about how it will be alerted, and all the details at weather.gov/Raleigh. So Jimmy, back to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to jump in.
All right, thanks, Nick. And that wraps up our weekly briefing. Does anyone have any questions?